Hi, I'm Emma. I'm a Pobl tenant. I'm also chair of TPAS Cymru. In the start, I just become disabled. I was having lots of hospital appointments and I just needed to do something different. Started off, I think it was probably about 8 to 10 months. They were like bi-monthly meetings, so it wasn't every month we were going. And then the chair passed away, so they needed more help with the disability group, so I went to become a volunteer there.
I first met Emma about 10 years ago. Emma was joined one of our customer engagement channels, and at the time I would say our customer engagement channels were a little stale, maybe a little old-fashioned, and Emma really was a breath of fresh air. She brought curiosity and creativeness and challenge and a bit of fun. Yeah, so I've known her for quite a while.
TPAS Cymru is the voice and the tenant engagement organisation for Wales. So every landlord, social landlord in Wales is a member, and we work with the tenants and landlords to create better housing, get better decision making. And it's really important in Wales. We've got a culture of collaboration and working together, and cooperative movements founded in Wales. And so tenants can really help decision making. Tenants can help influence the strategy of where the landlord's going. And I think also it creates a better tenant-landlord relationship when tenants have a real meaningful say in that.
I started off with TPAS, I think it was about 2017, 2018. I found out they were looking for board members, so I got somebody from the disability group to nominate me, because back then you had to be nominated and then all the housing associations would vote. And when I first started, I knew nothing about it. I knew that they run training and events, but I didn't really know anything about being a board member, so I had to go on extra training for becoming a board member. But I was still, like I do with most things, sit back quietly in the beginning, take loads of notes, and then all of a sudden my confidence started growing. So I was vice chair for TPAS for the last 2 years anyway, so I knew roughly what the role of chair was. It just meant that I was going to be a bit more involved, and have to have regular meetings with the chief exec and the team and things. For the tenants, they do a lot of networking. We have an annual conference every year, and that's attended by staff and tenants. So everyone gets to mingle and you get to pick up opportunities. They're quite willing to come down and speak to tenants as well if they've got any interest, to see how they can help. We did our first service watch report in it was actually February 2017, managing the impact of welfare reform. This is the report I wrote when I didn't even have a computer. It was all done on my mobile phone. And I had to do a bit of research because I'd never written a proper report before. But we had to make sure all the information was readable. When I was in university, it was what was the role of community-led solutions in reducing empty homes in Wales? Was there a need for community-led housing first of all? Would it make a difference? And there's so many empty homes in Wales that could be used. And this was actually published, and now students in the university, when they're learning about empty homes in Wales, this is one of the reports that they reference.
Emma's done amazing. She's somebody who's she's a tenant, she's a mother, she has a disability, yet she's got so much enthusiasm and positivity, and she's brought a lot of that to TPAS board and to the wider tenants movement. And she's open to new ideas, she's open to new technology. And also, it's actually she's actually a great listener as well, and we need more people like that. We'll actually listen to the evidence, listen to the facts before making a decision. We live in a world now, everyone rushes to decisions. And I think she brings that calmness to certainly TPAS Cymru and to the work that she does.
Emma's come a long way over the last 10 years, and she's done all of that on herself. So yeah, we supported her application, but we take no credit for what Emma's done over the last 10 years. She's achieved a first-class honours degree in housing studies. She's chaired housing conferences. She's written articles. She's achieved so much over a 10-year period.
TIE 2020 is the National Housing Conference. So I was doing a moving beyond tenant engagement, where I was talking of how the voices of tenants should play a pivotal role in how homes are planned, built and managed. Did a full page for Welsh housing quality, where I was talking about bridging the gap, so looking beyond tenant engagement to how landlords can put tenants at the heart of what they do. So we don't want anything as a tick box. We want it to be meaningful, it supports the tenants and it helps the business.
Working with TPAS and listening to the customer voice is incredibly important. I think that the housing sector is still catching up. I think there's still much more to do, but I think we've come a long way, and Emma's had a big role in shaping that, actually. I think listening to the customer voice, I think there's a realisation in the sector now that this isn't just a good thing to do, it's about improving our business. It's absolutely critical to driving improvements in services, whether it's through listening properly to complaints, looking at data, designing services with customers, making sure that the decision makers in the organisation properly hear the customer voice. All of these things are central to getting things right. They're not just nice things to do, they're essential things to do.
Once you start something, don't be afraid to try something new. Quite often, one opportunity will become another, and just see where it takes you. Just try something, and if you're not sure of if there's any help available, there's always some form of help, and housing associations do so much more than just offer the house. So if you don't need any support, get in touch, and then maybe you can help other tenants then who might need the help as well.